How's it going, guys? It's your boy Salty Chia, red-haired Kaneki, back in the old school podcast method.
I got removed from the match. Some bullshit.
2/3 of the Golden Triangle Anime Late Night Podcast, yeah. And we are here, late as usual, doing One Piece, chapter 879, manga review. As Kaneki is drinking boba, not being a good friend about that at all. So where do you want to start, my dude? How do you feel about the chapter?
Let's start with Jinbei stuff since it's kind of start first in the chapter anyway. I feel like Jinbei is correct in his reasoning for telling them, hey, we can mourn about Pedro later, but we gotta get out of here.
I agree.
We gotta get out with Big Mom range.
Yeah,
because that
definitely.
bitch is on another level. She's like Jesus reincarnated. Walking on water. Hallelujah. Oh my god. My god.
Oh my
how?
god.
Like how?
I don't know, bro.
Like how is the water holding you up? Oh. How is the water holding you up?
Well, come to find out, it's actually a candy slug. Which, actually, when we get to Paraspero, I'm going to talk about that because I am highly disappointed with his power now. At first, I was cool with it. But now I'm just
highly disappointing, as in it's not as impressive, or what?
It's okay. So, well, here, let me jump into that real fast if you don't mind. So when he's talking to Napoleon, and he's basically like, "I'm mad." He's like, "It upsets me that I can't drink my afternoon tea, black tea, by the way, afternoon black tea without my arm melting." Are you telling me you don't have enough control over your power that you can't increase the density of the candy so your arm doesn't melt?
I don't know. I think he could technically. Maybe he's just saying that kind of like in a poetic way. He's like, I can't enjoy the warmth of my tea the same way like I used to. Maybe he's saying it like that.
It's possible, but at the same time though, like
it covered him. Well, not all of him, but from TNT. So,
I mean, like I said, it did enough, I guess. But then again, we had called it when we said that the dude's arm was missing. Like he was leaking out that socket. That was very obvious. But
we also called it he could make an arm out of candy. So,
yeah, we did. I would also say though that I do like how Napoleon was like, I don't know about you, but where we're from, our enemies don't last long. The criminals over there don't last long. Like, I really like how he said that. Like that was kind of like a jab where it was like, there you go.
Yeah.
Money stepped the game up. But yeah, I also feel the same way though about pertaining to what Jinbei said. Like, they need the focus, bro. Like, if not, you're gonna cry over spilt milk like that. You're all gonna end up, right there with them. And then, like I said, look at what Luffy did to buy you guys more time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's got to get out, man. Like you don't have time for this.
Not at all.
Crying. There's no use. Cause like the reason Pedro doing this is for y'all to get away. So don't let his effort go to waste.
I agree.
And like it's pretty cool that Jinbei said like this is gonna happen a lot more in the new world. So you just gotta be prepared for it.
Yeah. Well, I also like how
it's not the kiddie pool anymore.
I also like how Jinbei had posed the perspective of how many people have we killed on their side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's death all around. So yeah. But Brook was catching feelings though. I respect that. Brook was holding Pedro down, so I respect it. Oh man.
Yeah. And then this bitch come in walking on water like Jesus, like shit.
Nah, like Hove, bruh. What was that line that Jay-Z has? How can you falter when I'm the Rock of Gibraltar? I had to get off the boat so I can walk on water.
Oh, hold on, man. We don't want to get copyrighted.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. My bad. Oh, Jesus Christ. It takes a day, impossible it takes a week. I do this in my sleep. I sold kilos of coke, and now I can sell CDs. I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Good shit, Jack. Yeah, the candy slug thing. I like that menacing, slow walk she has.
Yeah.
Because all it does is drum up more fear. That shit is godlike. Jinbei was really surprised by
Yeah,
that.
he
He
was
was like,
like,
"Oh my god!"
Jesus Christ, this bitch is walking on water.
Exactly. He's like, "It's impossible."
Oh god.
That new world shit, bro. What's
Well,
what's the
and
next
then
part?
next part is do you want to jump to Pudding and Sanji before we get to the meat of the chapter?
Mhm. All right, so Pudding and Sanji. Okay, so Pudding. This is something that we had said also. That this whole split personality nonsense is annoying. It's annoying as shit. Like,
To
in
be honest though, I don't mind it. I think it's kind of funny.
well, they're trying to make it more comedic now, but I liked it better when she was a bit more menacing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would prefer her to be menacing, and like Sanji's charm, like, kind of just flows through and melts her and whatnot.
Wow.
But the way it's going now with the flip flopping, and it's almost like she's arguing with herself. I don't know, man. That's just getting anyway. But to find out that Lola
It's the mini
used to
syrup
be
chocolate.
on Chocolate Island, and no one else took her post after she left.
Mm-hmm.
And they had been offering Pudding the position, and she turned it down because she was hoping Lola would come back.
I thought she did. Took it eventually, though, didn't she?
I'm sorry.
I thought she took it eventually, didn't she?
I don't think so. I think she said that she to continue to keep it vacant. But here's my question though: why didn't they offer it to Chiffon?
Because Big Mom hates Chiffon now, I guess. I mean, she beat the shit out of her. So
I suppose that is a good reason, but still. But yeah, I thought that was kind of an interesting aspect. The whole and the fact that Pound looks like I don't know if he's heading towards the island, but it looks like he was heading in the direction they were flying.
Oh, what if they make a pound cake chiffon cake, whatever they're called? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Or a pounded chiffon cake.
Wow. I think now that that Pound has actually seen them, I think he's going to continue. I'm not sure if he was heading to that island already, but it looks like he's definitely going to sail there now, I think. Like I said, he hasn't seen his daughter in forever, so I guess that'd be a good way to reunite. So I'll have to wait and see on that.
Yeah.
Any thoughts?
Like I say, the interaction between Sanji and Pudding, I thought it's funny. It's not as bad as most people think it is. It's like it's the cliche in anime. That I'm kind of used to it. So that was it, and it's kind of cool to learn about a little bit more about Lola. What if like you come to find out though, like what if Lola end up being like Big Mom's favorite daughter?
Oh,
maybe that's the reason why she's so mad.
I guess it's possible. I thought she only favored her because she was hoping to wed her off to
the giant prince Loki.
Loki, yeah. So that's the only reason why I thought she cared. But yeah, you might be right. It might be interesting.
What if Loki is Haruden?
That'd be crazy.
Like in the flashback, we see Haruden with Big Mom and all of them, right?
Right.
And we don't know, like they never really say who's the prince or the king is. We just got the two grand elder of the giants, and both of them die. And if that was the case, where was the prince supposedly and the king of the giant were? Because I always kind of assumed that the two of them were the leader of the giant tribe.
I don't know, man. Because like the giant tribe was like, I don't know. That's a good question, actually. I'm not sure really how to answer that.
So is there like fucking Odin or some shit somewhere?
There might be. It all seems to be. I mean, it's a very strong Nordic type of culture and influence. So I wouldn't see why it wouldn't.
Well, yeah. So anyway, let's get to the main part of the manga. Monkey D. Luffy versus Katakuri Dog 2. What do you think about it, man?
I have to be honest with you. It really looks like Dogtooth is just like he's basically like. All right, let me try to restart this. Okay, so Luffy is not going to be is not the type of opponent that you can just like break down, like you know what I'm saying, like physically. Like you have to kind of, he's too strong emotionally, but you have to kind of break him down physically if you can. And I think for Dogtooth, one of the best ways to do it is to break down how useless his abilities are against someone who has a similar ability. I think, but at the same time, I also think that he's trying to teach Luffy something. And I know I probably I'm probably the only person who really thinks that, but I honestly think that's what he's doing. I think he's trying to teach Luffy something, almost like how, almost like in a Hisoka type of way, where he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna see let's see how you do." For
the different thing is though, Hisoka, he's trying to get that ass.
Stop.
Those little boy ass.
Stop. We're keeping that off the. We're not talking about that on the channel.
And Dog too, he gotta keep his mama happy.
Wow, but then again, I don't think killing Luffy is going to be the way about. I mean, it's possible. I don't know. I think that personally, for someone who has a billion berry bounty, if he really wanted to crush Luffy now, he would. I think he's trying to make a point. And like I said, I think he's trying to teach Luffy something.
Oh, that, and he haven't used any of his actual technique yet. He just kind of been using Luffy technique.
Yeah. So, and where would you do that? I think he's trying to teach Luffy something. I really do.
Like he's trying to show this is what your power could technically do. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's limited by the material that it's made out of. Who knows?
It might be. And maybe he's trying. I don't know. Like I said, he might be trying to draw something out of Luffy. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, maybe he's trying to tell Luffy maybe there is other alternative way to your power. Who knows?
Possible. Yeah, it's possible.
And as right now, the multiple arm though, I don't know if that's from his ability or is that part of awakening.
I don't think it's awakening. I don't think we've seen anything from him that's awakening yet. I think it's all what you. I think he's just purely emulating everything that Luffy does. I don't even know if Dogtooth is there yet. And if he is there, then that justifies Luffy showing us a new form if he has one.
It'd be real soon though. It's kind of too soon for him to have a new form already though.
He's gonna have to do something to get out of that.
Or maybe not a new form, but a more refined form of Gear 4.
If that was the case, don't you think we would have seen that against Cracker or against Big Mom early on?
See, then that's why I say maybe it's a little bit too soon for a new form.
Okay, and I agree with you on that. I'm talking about that refined form that you're talking about, though. That's different.
I don't know. It could happen.
All right, like I said, I'm not saying that it couldn't. I'm just saying that
I feel like it's the same type of scenario that that kind of happened in Water 7 arc, to where we don't really know about Gear 3rd or even the Gear 2nd until late within that arc. And that was because it happened in the movie, so maybe it could happen in the anime or manga somehow. So
okay.
I don't know.
Like so, it's possible. Another thing that I did like about that whole situation itself is how, excuse me, all of Big Mom's men, or you know what I'm saying, all the little minions and shit, everybody was no one tried to pull any sneaky shit. No one tried to pull no ambush shit. Everybody was literally off to the side, literally enjoying the fight.
Hey, bro, they're Dogtooth hype man.
Yeah, well, pretty much. But I will say though too that when Dogtooth started pummeling Luffy with those multiple punches, I like how they were like, "Yo, Dogtooth, that's not cool." Yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. I like how they, even against someone as powerful and as influential as Dogtooth, they were willing to speak up in a particular situation. So, especially when they saw that clearly Luffy was overpowered at that particular sequence. I thought that was kind of cool. I think it speaks volumes.
Now, speaking of that, since Dogtooth is a special paramecia, as people call it, do you think that it's possible that Luffy is also a special type of paramecia, or is he just kind of like a regular one? Like, 'Cause, like, as of right now, like, I don't see how he's special, other than like he have the same type of property that allow him to use the same type of move that Luffy could use. But then again, Luffy kind of do that to allow like other people before him, where he used his own power to kind of imitate other people's fighting style. So, so I don't so far I don't see what make Katakuri fruit special yet. So I don't know.
Well, for one, you're a hater. Two, it's possible. I think, and if that's the case, then that goes back to my whole test theory, where, like I said, maybe he's trying to draw something out of Luffy. Maybe there's something that he's already seen with his observation hockey, which becomes more and more. I dislike it more and more as I think about it. He might have seen something, and maybe he's trying to draw something out of it. So, like, I mean, at a billion berry bounty, man, how many challenges has he really gone up against? This might give him an opportunity to really get the best himself.
I mean, if he go against Jack, just saying, my boy Jack.
Yeah, when Jack learns how to swim, you let me know.
I mean,
until then,
hey, bro, if he isn't affected by his fruit, he could swim. He's a fishman after all, so.
I know, but he can't swim now, though.
Yeah,
he's just sitting at the bottom of the ocean.
Hey, bro, I'm just saying he's taking a sauna bath.
Hey, all I'm saying is once that salted sardine is out of the water, you let me know. Until then,
I'm just hey, bro, I think he already got out.
All right, man. All right. What about you, though, man? What's your thoughts on all that?
I mean, I enjoy the fight. I like seeing the struggle that Luffy have right now, currently. To be honest. I like Katakuri as a character, so like I say, he's one of my favorite characters in the series so far. So I really enjoy seeing him fighting somewhat, because we haven't really seen it. Even though he's just kind of using Luffy's technique against him. But yeah, I don't know. I enjoy it. It was cool. We haven't had like a big fight since fucking Luffy versus Crackers?
Yeah, that was probably the last.
And that wasn't even really like because it kind of skipped around a little bit.
Yeah.
So that was cool. That was it.
I
can't wait, and I don't see Luffy going down just yet.
Right.
I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't know how he's gonna try to overpower Katakuri. Maybe it's hockey somehow.
It's possible.
Maybe he just needs to up his hockey. Because right now, Katakuri, even his non-primary hockey type, which is the hardening hockey, is pretty impressive so far.
Yeah, it is. I agree.
So
I agree.
Maybe we'll get to see more of his primary hockey, which is the observation hockey, during the fight. That's what we hope to see. So that's it.
Alright. I think in closing, actually, I think one more thing before we go ahead and sign off and go into speculations is, how many chapters do you think it's going to take for Big Mom to actually catch up to the Sunny?
Like 1 or 2 chapters.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
That is if she catch up to him.
Well, I mean, unless they can somehow use the storm as cover, or Jinbei and Nami use a combination of water and lightning to try to throw her off balance. I don't know. I'll say that for speculations, but
or they could just fly. Or they could just fly out.
They can just do what?
They just fly out. Just refill it. Just refill your cola.
Oh, touche. Actually, I think Brooke is doing that currently. Speaking of flying out, we find out that we also left out that Zeus and Prometheus are still on the island.
Yeah, they're just hanging.
Well, they were left behind, but yeah, I guess they're just hanging. Hey, but yeah. Anything else, my dude?
Nah, that's it.
All right, guys. So this was One Piece chapter 870. No, sorry, 879. Anime or manga review. Thank you guys very much. We will holler at you guys for speculations and discussions of 879 and 880 coming up next. Holler at y'all later.
Peace.
Peace.